Good evening and welcome to PSBN's flagship program, Pretend Football Now. I am Sike. With me, as always, is Maul Patiros. Maul, we are headed to my favorite week of all, rivalry.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good rivalry? All the games this week were between division foes. This is the first time that many of these teams are going to go head-to-head, and could be set the stage for how the rest of this year is going to go.
Absolutely. Many people don't think that week 3 is a very pivotal week. A lot of people think that it's just a lead up to what comes before. But this is rivalry week. This is where you set the tone for your team. Are you going to reap vengeance, or are you going to simply be trod upon yet again?
Absolutely. I think that there are definitely some teams that are on their way up, and there are quite a few that look to be sinking to the bottom and sinking quick. Changes are bound to happen, I would imagine, after this week number 3.
Absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's get right into it. Deep within the confines of Sike's stainless steel surgical strongholds, I sit ready with my scalpel, and I await the hapless, the strong and funky butt-loving. What? No, the team. The team, not the act. Wait, that's weird. Did you think that? You're weird. Is that like your thing, man? Well, I ain't into it. Let's get on with the dissection. Well, Blue Oyster Memorial Stadium was the place as a clash of one-on-one teams looked to right their collective ships. However, dear viewers, as you know, it takes two to tango, and it seemed that South Sharpsville were wearing their poop-stained dancing shoes. Coach Andrew and Funky Butt Lovin' took the field, led by Brock Boy, you got a purty mouth, blasting through his predicted 20 points with 28.7. Good start. Malik, Won't You Be My Neighbors, piled up 24 points, way up from his predicted 11. And the lawyer Jacoby Myers managed 17 points, again, far above his 7-point projection. Come on, Gage. Bud. We're trying up here, Bud. You just got to be better. Just got to be better at this. Oh, jeez. Well, Iron Rakon Smith managed to defend his way to 10 points, and horror. Abject, soul-shattering horror. Jalen the Slammer Warren put up less than point. That's 0.6 off of a projected 7, which isn't very high, but 0.6, I mean, that's bad. That's just real bad. Not as bad as Joey Fogura-Barabosa, who did not score any point. Although I suppose there is some comfort that he didn't actively lose any points. He just didn't show up. No call, no show, fired. The rest of the lineup was the same. Bad numbers, bad matchups. Not even the bench could have saved Coach Andrew from a non-consensual tango with Mikey, only the one belt now. Mikey, one belt. So, South Sharpsville did indeed show up to play. And since most of its ranks were made up of Zubaz wearing beef on weck eating Buffalo players who are still absolutely curb stomping the Jaguars, they were in fine position to do a little kicking of their own. Josh Allen, 33.5 points as of this broadcast. Who knows how many more? Justin moving on up. Jefferson netting a very nice 17 points. And Khalil Hips Don't Lie Shakir managing a huge 16-point addition. Dalton, as the world turns Kincaid, dramatically added 11.6 points. And that game is still reporting. Coach Mike showing those veteran wiles, managing to avoid a stinker by the French tickler himself, Greg Rousseau, only scoring point. That's one, just the 1 point. Instead, he was safely seated on the pine, far away from any actual pretend football. The football titan, that was Josh Allen, hoists Sharpsville up on his shoulders and propels Mikey One Belt to absolute victory. The final score, well, to be decided, but Gage seems to have it at 115.9 to 91.8. Sharpsville, all Sharpsville. The Butt Boys are going to have to cool their sphincters in the ice room as they fall to 1-2 and face tough times in the long road ahead.
It is in rivalry week when the Georgia O'Keefe Vagina Flowers defend the Monistat 7 Stadium against the interlopers from behind door number 2, Tinky Winky Stinky Pinkies, in what may go down as one of the absolute closest matchups in the history of the NJCFFL. Now, typically, Stinks and Flowers do not meld well, but together here, they produced a bouquet of pretend football the likes have never been seen before. The home side Flowers, petals, stamens pulsing proudly, were led on the day by the living god, Amon-Ra St. Brown, scoring 18 pretend points. Linebacker Robert the Mop Spillane had a fine day as well, amassing 12. The rest of the squad was actually quite rancid. A neat trick for a bunch of flowers. 5 of Coach Marion's Vagina Flowers fell behind their projections and gave a glimmer of hope to the dour digits. Coach Dennis's Pinkies were up in arms as well, particularly the muscly arms of DK Metcalf, who attributed 20.4 to the top line. Newly acquired Kurt Kissin Cousins was second with 15.42 off of his projections. In fact, the Stinky Pinkies were also beset with poor performance all over. 6 of the dirty digits were below Gage Laser's predictions. But what truly made this matchup one for the ages was the high drama that erupted at the end of Sunday Night Football. The score, Flowers 73.45, Pink 73.4. 1/2 of 1/10 of a point was the margin. Literally, on the final defensive play of the game, the up until that point non-existent Trent, the invisible man McDuffie, came out of nowhere and helped make a tackle. He didn't even do it himself. He was just kind of there and laid hands on the guy. The bare minimum amount of action netted him 0.5 points and catapulted Coach Dennis's Pinkies to a hard-fought win. The loss for Coach Marion was not without controversy either. She left an astonishing 40.2 points on the bench between Gardner, the Stash Minshew, Darnell Mooney, and Adam Thielen. Any one of those players off of the pine in place of Ramondre Stevenson or Justice Hill or Josh Downs would have changed the tide of this game. It is always a sad state when the bench blues moan and groan are the difference between victory and defeat. Pinkies, 73.9. Vagina Flowers, 73.45.
Oh no, our sewer line is backed up again.
These back steps on my cabin need to be fixed, but who has the time?
This veranda is a mess. I can't do this on my own. Who can I get to do it?
Dortch will do it. No matter the job, Greg Dortch is up to the challenge. Clogged Sharksville Sewer?
Dortch will do it.
Creaky Catsville Cabin Steps?
Dortch will do it.
Ragged Miami Veranda?
Dortch will do it.
First downs in the middle of the field to close out a victory? Dortch will do it. Call 1-999-4-DORTCH and let Greg Dortch do the dirty work. No job or reception is too small. No task or touchdown too mundane. Greg Dortch, he puts the hands in handyman.
Yeah, Dortch will do it. Dortch will do it. I cannot believe that game was so close, Maul. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, the most razor thin of margins. It's a shame for Coach Marion to end up with another loss that way. But how about Coach Dennis and his squad pulling it out? We had some dominance here. The 51ers just obliterated the Blimps in the father-son matchup.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Between the Beast and his poor boy. Just another big win by the Beast. Man, they look impressive.
Yeah, they certainly do. The Beast is playing some great pretend football. We got to see if he can keep that momentum up. We shall see.
Well, we're only 3 weeks into the season, and there's still quite a lot of action to go. Remember, even if you're 0-3, there's still room for you to improve and get back into it. No one is out of contention yet.
That's right. However, that time is slowly approaching. But with that harbinger, Maul, do you have a word of the week?
I do. It's rivalry. I can't even say it.
Amazing. Well, I do have a prop of the week here. There we go.
Spin some beats?
Well, at one point, your old buddy Sike Manders was a little bit of a DJ, you might say. That's not important. What's important is this. You got to mix it up. It's been 3 weeks. You got to mix it up. You got to make some changes. Start thinking about the trades.
Mix it up. I didn't make the connection.
That's right. You perhaps were waiting.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
take the time to like, subscribe, comment. We love to see and hear what you have to say. And of course, you can always drop us an email if you have anything that you'd like to add to the show. We're always looking for your feedback.
Absolutely. We're always scouting talent. Scouting talent. Well, from all of us here at PSBN, this has been its flagship production of Pretend Football Now.
Did you hear? The producer of the year died right here. All in red pools and red smears. Did you hear? Did you hear? Charlie Wing. Charlie Wing.
Crashing. It wasn't crashing.
Crashing wasn't Bahagi.
It was not Bulhogi.
I had the ball hoggy theme song stuck in my head like for an extended time.
Don't be ball hoggy. Come on now, don't be ball hoggy. Don't be ball hoggy. Don't be ball hoggy, ball hoggy. Don't be ball hoggy. Come on now, don't be ball hoggy. Don't do it. Don't be ball hoggy. Don't be ball hoggy, ball hoggy. Shut up!